Good morning, my little cookie crumbs, and welcome back to a brand new episode. Well, not episode, we're doing a brand new story. Sorry, I'm trying to wake up. I'm half asleep, and as you can hear, I am back at it again in my parking lot. Because, again, I get to work too early. I literally have no concept of time. But then again, time is irrelevant. It does not exist. It's a hoax. Alright, enough with the conspiracy theories. Who am I? Shoto Todoroki? I think not. Let's go. So a brief summary, Izuku does not have one for all, and he goes to UA, but not in the way that you believe. Alright, here we go. Good morning, class. I hope you're all doing well. I'm sorry to interrupt your fights, but I have 3 new students I'd like to introduce you. Class 1A was out on Battleground Delta, trying to do quirkless battles. Right now, it was Bakugo versus Shinzo. The class stopped and looked at the bear, mouse, dog thing, and we're like, what the hell? Bakugo almost screamed when Aizawa gave him a look that stopped him. They took a look at the 3 that were standing nearby and saw that they were in tactical gear. Army tactical gear, that is. They were wearing all black. Black pants, shirts, elbow pads, knee pads, combat boots, fingerless gloves. And only one of them, the green-haired boy, had a face mask on. Please welcome our new students for the foreseeable future. Principal Natsu, not to be negative, Momo started, but where are we going to fit these 3 gentlemen? Our classroom is simply too full. Not to worry, my dear, we've made it work. You've been moved to a bigger classroom. I see. Thank you for answering my question, Principal Natsu. Absolutely, my dear. Now then, boys, would you please introduce yourselves? Howdy. I'm Vance. And no, not... Okay, so let me redo my introduction. I had a joke, but I don't think it's going to work here. After all... Nah, I'm sorry. Sorry. I'm kind of the class clown. Anyways. I'm Vance Noel. Nice to meet y'all. Hey, I'm Nathan. Nathan Drake. And no, not that Nathan Drake. That Nathan Drake is purely fictional, and I am not a treasure hunter. The green-haired one stepped up and signed. Oh, this is Izuku Midoriya. Jacko! A voice screamed. Bakugo lunged himself at the green-haired boy. The other 2 in tactical gear were ready to fight, but so was Izuku. Izuku caught Bakugo's punch, slammed his hand into his elbow, and brought Bakugo down to his knees. Suddenly, and before anyone knew, Bakugo was on his stomach with his arms pinned behind him. The irate child squirmed, but couldn't get free. Bakugo then looked up at Izuku and flinched. That was the first time they saw Bakugo flinch like that. They all looked at Izuku, and his eyes were so cold, so deadly. Bakugo had never seen Izuku this angry nor this cold before. Whatever tirade he was going to scream at him, he decided to swallow. It wasn't worth it this time. Izuku got off of Bakugo, but didn't help him up. He would let the downed boy stew in his own fury for a bit. Impressive, Midoriya. Yes, very impressive, problem child. Izuku just raised an eyebrow at that and went back to his teammates. Well then, I must be going. Am I a bear? Am I a dog? Am I a mouse? It doesn't matter. I am the principal of UA. A stoat, the tall African-American said. Pardon me, Mr. Drake? Oh, Izuku. He signed that you were a stoat. Or he says some kind of weasel hybrid? Or chimera? Oh, how wonderful! Izuku, you're the first one to guess what I was. Oh, Mr. Midoriya, I would love to talk to you further. Would you like to have tea with me after school today? He said yes. Oh, you don't need to translate. I understand American and Japanese Sign Language. Oh, gotcha. My bad. I should have asked. No worries, no worries. Izuku, do you like chess? Izuku signed yes. Wonderful! Oh, I keep bouncing back and forth between your name and last name. What do you prefer? Izuku signed, I prefer my first name. I don't like to associate with my last name anymore, if that's alright. Perfectly fine. Perfectly fine. Whatever you're more comfortable with. Well, I really must be going. Toodaloo, class. And with that, the bear, mouse, stoat, apparently thing walked off. Well, this has been an interesting morning. Welcome, you three. I'm Shoto Aizawa. I'll be your homeroom teacher and your ethics teacher for the foreseeable future. Nice to meet you. As I said, I'm Nathan Drake. This here is Vance, and this is Izuku. Not to be rude, but why do you wear a face mask? Uraraka said, her arms crossed across her chest. Dang, hero hopeful. That was a bit rude, don't you think? Nathan said. Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to come off as rude. I was just curious. Izuku says it's none of your business. He doesn't have to tell you. Yeah, you with the blonde hair and the black stripe. What are your quirks? Are they something cool? Actually, we're all quirkless. Wait, what? Another voice said. You guys are nulls? Ew. Okay, we're not gonna dignify that one. I had to punt you to the sun for that, midget. Hey! Mineta said. Okay, listen. In America, in Australia, and even in Canada, there are more quirkless people than quirked. Or sometimes there's an even number. Either way, quirkless people in those countries have equal rights. Hell, there are even some quirkless heroes. Wait, really? Yeah, aren't quirkless people treated the same here? Unfortunately not. No, sadly quirkless people aren't treated the same here. In fact, we have the highest suicide rate for quirkless people. Damn. Sheesh, why do you treat your quirkless like garbage then? Well, aren't they? Nah, don't say it. Do not say it. Oh, what's up, Izu? Izuku had tugged on the tall man's sleeve and was signing frantically. Slow down, man. I can't understand you when you sign like that. Yeah, mate. What are you trying to say? Ah, got it. Izuku's originally from Japan. He knows the suicide rates. He knows the statistics. In fact, he would have taken his own life if he had gotten the chance. Sorry to be blunt, he says. But he was born quirkless. He knows that quirkless people here in Japan are not treated the nicest. In fact, he was used and abused his whole life, until he enlisted into the army, the American army. He was treated a lot better there. As we said, there were many quirkless heroes over in America. Yeah, even in Aussie, we still have quirkless heroes. I mean, all quirkless are treated equally as well. I don't know why Japan is so against it. Y'all are really behind the times. Well, so there are quirkless heroes in America and Australia? Even in Canada, where we were stationed for a little while. Stationed? But you're our age. When did you join the army? Please, when you're quirkless, you can join the army when you're 13. Don't they see you as disposable then? Nah, we can just enlist at that early age. People with quirks have to enlist when they're 20. Wait, why so late for quirked people? They have to gain control of their quirk and have to be able to control it at 100%. If they can't control it at 100%, they don't get to enlist. Simple as that. It's like you hero hopefuls. You can't be pro heroes if you don't know how to control your quirk. Right. So the age limit is 13 for quirkless and 20 for quirked? It can change. I mean, it is what it is. They had so many other questions, but Aizawa interrupted. All right, enough. You three can sit down for the time being. We're going to finish our quirkless battles. If you want to join in, just say so. Got it, Teach, but I think we're okay for now. We would just like to observe, if that's all right. Aizawa nodded. All right, Hellspawn, back to work. And back to the battle trials they went. Izuku sat down and just watched. He sighed. He couldn't believe it. Japan was still ugly to those who were quirkless, whereas in America he was treated as an equal. He just couldn't believe that his world, his home, was just so different from the rest. What made Japan hate quirkless people so much? He would never know, and that was probably for the best. For now, he was here to observe, to learn, and then they would be leaving, and Izuku couldn't wait for that day. Alright guys, and this is the first chapter to Soldier Boy. I hope you enjoyed. I know it could be a little bit better. Maybe I will rework this first chapter and repost it. But for now, I think it's fine for what it is. I'm happy with it, somewhat. But I know I could put a better foot forward. So we'll see. What do you guys think? Should we do a redo, or is it fine? Is it completely fine? Because I know sometimes first chapters, while they're supposed to make a good first impression, they're never really that great. Alright guys, I gotta go. It's time to work. Boo. I will see you next time. Bye-bye.